All right, and let's halt, set, pre, go. Remember that you're NTT, so May you're merging with toilet. No, you just want to make sure that your toilet might also be lagging. So if toilet's computer's being a bookie, that might also be a problem. All right, so we've done wave, we've done thread. Let's do. Sorry, we haven't done thread yet. We've done wave, we've done fate. Let's do thread next. So generally the first thread move you learn in the SSD dictionary is a curl thread. But again, we can take the concept of a thread and apply it to many other things. So let's do, well, do I want to make you guys extend a canter? Maybe not. Let's not extend a canter. We won't do that. We'll just do a little curl comb thread. So in this case, if you are an odd, so if you remember your odd or even label, I'll just go down because you have the, well, for low. So cat is an odd, sunny even, vi odd, magpie even, Beck odd, star even, low odd, and Jenny even. Come back to you guys. I think yours should be the same on this side, but wheel odd, Elena even, Pablo odd, Feb even, Kit odd, Cherry even, toilet odd, and May even. So we're using our odd and even labels again here. So we're going to do a little curl comb thread. So on the first go, our odds will comb in. Ooh, I can type. Odds will comb in. Twos keep trotting. And then on our second go, our evens will comb in. And ones just ignore that go. So it's going to, instead of everybody combing side by side, like with a regular comb, you're all aligned to your lead rider. Basically, if you're an odd, you're going to align to your lead odd. If you're an even, you're going to align to your lead even. And what we'll do is we'll comb in so you guys have the same amount of time to comb towards each other. We will have death. That's okay. You're going to trample the person who's currently across from you. That's totally fine. So then just focus on maintaining comb alignment with your lead odd or even. So if you're currently closer to Bernard wall and you're an odd, you're going to align to cat in the green here. If you're an even closer to B, Bernard, you're going to align to Sunny. And then on this side, if you're an odd, you're going to align to Wilma. And then if you're an even, you're going to align to Elena. At the trot, you want to have your tail in front of your lead's nose, or you can think of it as being NTT ahead of you. Alrighty, so don't worry too much if your comb alignment isn't good. That's okay. Just focus on your goes. We're going to swap sides. That's a good question. We're going to swap sides because I want you guys to have some time in the comb to practice comb alignment. So you're going to swap sides. That's a good question. Thank you, Toilet. So you're going to trade sides of the arena. And then we'll go all the way to the wall. When you get to the wall, you'll turn towards A or towards your lead. Alrighty? Your brain comprehending nothing. Where are you, though? So let me just count down again, which you are. So you are an odd low. So on the first go of this curl comb thread, you are just going to curl into a comb going right or in towards the other line. And then you're going to look down. Cat is your lead odd, closest to A. So as you look down towards A, you're going to imagine that your tail is in front of Cat's nose, and you're just going to keep on trotting through. You are going to trample the pookie across from you, which I think is toilet. You're going to trample toilet. And then once you get to E, Edward Wall, you'll turn left towards A. Yeah. All right, let's just try it, see what happens. No worries if you get a little confused. So again, the ones do that curl comb on the first go. Twos, you ignore that go. It's not for you. And then on the second go, the ones are going to do their curl combs. And the twos are going to do their curl combs. I'm thinking in ones and twos. I should be thinking odds and evens. This is the difficulty when you have different labels. First go, odds curl comb in. Twos keep trotting. Second go, evens curl comb in. And ones you're ignoring. You just stay in your comb until you hit the wall. All right, and let's trot, set, pre, go, and get ready for that curl comb thread going in. So our odds are going first, and pre, go, and our evens are next, and pre, go. And then think about being aligned to your lead odd or your lead even. And then you'll go towards A at wall, towards A at wall. You should be able to file back into NTT, even though we've got these fun gaps happening because of the delayed function. We can cut down our wide tiers. Yeah. Nice. All right, and get ready for a little halt. A little halt is coming up. All right, and let's halt set, halt in place, go. Good job with maintaining alignment across, very nice. Okay, did anybody get confused with what was going on there? I think a couple people got confuzzled because of the thread can be a little confusing, especially when it's paired with a comb, because you want to be side by side with your other peeps. But you're just side by side with your odds or your evens, depending on what you are. Does anybody need a more in-depth explanation? Or are we ready to try again? If you're ready to try again, you can pivot and face the center line. If you got a question, let me know. Let me know. Denny, is your brain Gucci? All right, and then I see Magpie is not pivoted. Magpie, do you need more of an explanation, or are you all good? All right, let's pivot back. We're going to try this one more time. That is one more time. Oh, was I saying curl comb too fast? I'll try to say it more slowly. I do have the propensity to yap quickly. Gopher, yep. One of our members, Goose, sometimes her Wi-Fi is not good, so I'll say gopher instead of go so that it gets through to her. All right, let's try this again. So we'll do a little trot, we'll bare belt, and then we'll do this little curl comb thread situation again. So let's trot, set, and bare belt at the top. Trot, set, go. Again, you'll end up trampling the Pookie who's currently across from you. That's totally fine because of the nature of we're essentially in a tier right now, tier situation. So you're totally okay to trample your Pookie across. So again, if you're an odd, you're going to curl comb towards the center line on the first go. If you're an even, you're going to curl comb towards the center line on the second go. All right, let's do that curl comb thread, go. And go. And then you're thinking about alignment with your lead odd or lead even, if you want to try that extra challenge. And then we all merge towards A at the wall. Beautiful. Very nice. Very pretty. And then leads, if you can please cut down. Let's cut down our quarter lines. Cut down our quarter lines this time. Alrighty. And get ready for a little halty halt coming up. Alrighty. And let's do a little halt in place. Go. Okay, next modifier is pick. So you may have encountered this in SSD. I'm trying to remember how it's described in SSD. Basically, when a pick is used, your instructor is just asking you to continue in a specified gait. Pick can be used two ways. So for example, if you were to do a pick B curl, what is being requested is that you continue in the last gait used. So in the case of a B curl, you are doing a trot curl followed by a canter curl. The last gait you're using in the move is that canter, so you will pick the canter and keep the canter at the end. So that's the first variation of pick. The other one is you can use pick at the end of the move. So for example, if we did a star curl pick walk, you would do your walk, canter, trot curl, and then you would pick a new gait. You would pick the walk at the end for your new working gait. Alrighty, we're going to do both of these examples to practice. So don't worry if the yapping is not braining. Yes, Lo, do you have a question? No worries. So let's just start with this pick B curl. So the first variation of pick. So you are going to do a trot curl, and then saddle is straight canter curl. And then you will pick the canter as your new gait. So for example, if we all do this to the left, so when that pick B curl is called, you will trot curl, your saddle is straight over the line you started on, you'll transition to the canter, and then you're picking the canter, so you keep the canter at the end. And then you'll think about being NTT at the canter. Yeah, it's just a fancy way of saying, please keep this gait. Please keep the canter at the end. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So like, for example, if you're doing a routine and your instructor is wanting to communicate information to you, but in a more condensed version, just saying pick canter at the end is faster than saying, and then when you finish that beat curl, you're going to keep the canter and you're going to canter instead of trot. So if you understand the terminology pick, they can just say to you, you're doing a pick beat curl, and you know, okay, the last gait I'm using is canter. I pick that canter and I keep that as my new working gait, or the gait that I'm using in between moves. That's what that means. Yeah. Okay, let's just try it. If we get a little confused, no worries. That's how you learn. Your new neural pathways are being formed. All your little neurons are racing around, collecting new information. Okay, we're going to trot into that NTT, and I'm going to try and call that pick B curl quite quickly so that our leads don't run into the wall. So let's, yes, I think we're all sharing a collective, like 2 brain cells. We're just passing them around to everyone, is what's going on here. Oh, Goopy's in the call. Goop, we were saying go for earlier. Okay. Let's trot into that NTT. I don't know if Goop's in game, so you guys are saying Goop's name and she can't see it. But Goop, they're saying your name. Okay, let's trot into that NTT. Pre-go, and we're going to do this pick B curl. So you're going to do a trot curl left, followed by a canter curl left, and then you'll keep the canter. Actually, I'll have you guys bear belt, so I see I'm about you to run the leads into the wall. Let's bear belt and try this move. Bear belt and try this move. Bear belt and try this move. Here we go, satellite radio. Alrighty, we're going to do this pick B curl to the left, so towards B or Bernard wall. B or Bernard. Alright, let's pick B curl left, pick B curl left, set, free, go. Little trotty trot curl into a canter curl, and then keep that canter at the end. And then you'll keep NTT at the canter. So you can use your trot bunny hops, your extended canter bunny hops. Yeah, look at you guys go. Look at you guys go. Yippee! Alright, and let's trot, set, free, go. So now just adjust to be NTT at the trot as needed. Very good. Alright. And let's do a little halt set, free, go. So now we're going to do the other variation, which is what we talked about earlier, which was that star curl pick walk. So your gaits in your star curl are trot, canter, sorry, I'm a liar. Walk, canter, trot. It's an orbit plus a trot curl. Walk, canter, trot. But now I'm asking you to take a new gait at the end. So we start in the trot. Trot is our working gait. We do our little star curl, and I'm saying instead of going back to the trot at the end, you are going to now pick a new gait, which is the walk. All right. If you have a question, or yeah, no worries, Pablito. Go take a break. All right. If you're ready to try this other variation of pick, go ahead, pivot, face the center line. If you got a question, let me know. It's pivoted. All right, let's pivot back towards C. Pivot back towards C, and then toilet, you can just scooch on up the space that was left without Pablito. Maybe what we'll do is we'll have Jenny join this line so that the lines are even. Jenny, if you want to hop in over here. Yeah, thank you. Okay, we'll do a little trotty trot, we'll bear belt, and then we'll try this star curl pick walk. So again, I'll type the gaits for you guys. So a star curl is a walk curl. I can type. Walk, curl, canter curl, trot curl, and then we'll pick the walk at the end. Oh, and I didn't get the K in there. That's totally fine. Okay, let's trot into that NTT, pre-go, and bear belt, por favor, leads. Yeah. The chat filter can't keep up with my typing. Waller is picked, yeah. Where's Otto? We pick Otto. Otto is a pirate who loves to climb walls, is the context for that remark. Alright, we're going to try this little star curl pick walk once we all get around. Alright, beautiful. Let's give it a try. Let's do that star curl pick walk to the right. Go to the right this time. Star curl pick walk to the right. Free, go. So your little walk curl into a canter curl into a trot curl, and then take the walk at the very end, and then walk NTT. Good. Good. Yes. Beautiful, unique, talented, show-stopping, put in a blender, as Lady Gaga would say. Very nice. Beautiful. All right, and let's trot, set, free, go. Then we'll do another little halty halt once we all get around the belt. Once we all get around the belt. You guys are basically personifying how it's made right now. You're just on a little conveyor belt. And let's halt, set, free, go. I don't know if we're making crayons or some delicious candies. Who knows? Conveyor belt of goodness. Okay. So we have done split or wave, fate, thread, and pick. Now, Barbie dolls, yeah, cheese, cheese. So now what we're going to do is we're going to combine several modifiers together and apply it to one move. So this is also the fun of modifiers. Once you're comfortable with them, just how they work individually, you can take multiple and slap it on to one move. Oh no, Elena. Okay, take care of your highs. Uh-oh, that's not good. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take one move and we're going to apply two modifiers to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a walk, pick, standing canter. I'm going to make you guys zoom. All right, what does this mean, Felix? So your base move here, the one that the modifiers are being applied to, is a walk keyhole. And we're tacking on two modifiers to it. So fate here, so you're going to, for example, we do this to the left, you will walk keyhole left. As soon as you're straight, you will walk keyhole right. And then I'm asking you to pick the extended canter. You're going to pick the extended canter as soon as you finish that walk keyhole. Does that make sense how fate and pick are modifying the keyhole, the walk keyhole? Got two modifiers. Yeah, you're going to be zooming. So what, because, yeah, for sure, Sunny. So what's important to you with extended canter is, because 𝐂𝐚𝐦𝐩 hates the extended canter, what I would say is wait for the person in front of you to start zooming before you start zooming too. All right. Yes, I'll do a little demonstration. So, for example, if you are on Edward, we'll do this move to the left. If you're closer to E right now, when the move is called, you'll do a little walk keyhole left. As soon as you're about to, you're in that comb thing, you're going to do another one to the right. So then you'll be back facing C, and then you'll tap up 3 times to the extended canter, or it's called gallop in your state mechanic. And then you'll try to keep NTT at that extended canter. No worries if that's a little difficult because you are zooming and grooving. All right. You're currently closer to Bernard. Same concept. You'll do a little walk keyhole to the left. As soon as you get into the comb, you'll do a little walk keyhole to the right. And then once you're facing C, you'll look for the person in front of you. Once they start zooming, you'll pick up 3 gates to the extended canter and have a little zoomy time. All right. Okay, if you're ready to try this walk, keyhole, fate, pick, extended canter, you can pivot and face the center line. No worries if we get a little confused, because modifiers, when we start to pack them like this, it does get a little strange. All right. Do you have a question, though? Processing. Do you want me to show you right next to you? Would that be helpful? Okay, yeah. So you're just going to do a little walk, keyhole left. As soon as you're about to get into the comb, you're going to do a little walk, keyhole to the right. You're going to wait to see that star in front of you is starting to extend a canter. As soon as star starts to zoom, you'll tap up 3 to the extended canter of the gallop. Yeah. So similar to that that mist fate that we did earlier, where we did a whole mist to the left and then a whole mist to the right. We're doing that again, just with a keyhole. I think it's called lock in the SSD dictionary. And then we're just adding on another modifier, pick. I'm just asking you guys to pick the extended canter again. All right, let's pivot back towards C and try it. Again, no worries if we get a little confused. That's totally fine. Wheel. Wheel, are you there? Wheel. Okay, there we go. All right, let's trot into that NTT. Trot, set, free, go. And we're going to do that walk, keyhole, fate, pick, extended canter. Again, wait for the person in front of you to start zooming, just so you don't crush the person in front of you. You can bear belt at the top there. Bear belt at the top. Bear belt at the top. Too busy rolling down the hill. Oh, toilet! Well, not the trash talk. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The minions are... Okay. Let's do that walk, keyhole, fate, pick, extended canter. Walk, keyhole, fate, pick, extended canter. Hurry, go. You'll do your little walk, keyhole left. As soon as you're in the comb, you'll walk, keyhole right. Wait for the person in front of you, and then you'll take the canter. Do little zooms, little zoomies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice, nice. Yeah, those bear belts are gonna be big. They're gonna be big boys. All right, and let's trot, set, pre, go. The zoomies are so good. Good. And then let's bear belt again. And the gaps get huge as well because they were moving so quickly. All right, let's do that one more time. I'm going to call the sections for you guys because I think some of us got a little confused in the middle there. Alrighty. And we're going to do that walk, keyhole, fate, pick, extended canter. I'll call 2 goes for the 2 keyholes. So let's walk, keyhole left, free, go. And then we're going to walk, keyhole right, free, go. And then you're going to take the extended canter, wait for the person in front of you before you start zooming. Or our leads will start and then everybody will file in behind them. Zoomies, zoomies. Yeah! The zoomies are so good. The zoomies are so good. Alright. And trot, set, free, go. Yeah, the zoomies on the starters. Very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, and get ready for a little halt. Good job fixing your gaps after we did all those gate changes. Alright. And let's halt, set, free, go. All right, let's do one more combination of modifiers. We're gonna do a wave orbit. Toilet's favorite move. A wave orbit thread. So here our base move is orbit, and we are adding to this move 2 modifiers, wave and thread. What is Wheel? Are you going to chicken butt toilet right now? Is that what's going on? Yep, yep. Here comes Wheel. Here comes Wheel with the chicken butt. Okay. While Wheel is doing that, I'll explain the move. I'll label you guys again. So cat is an odd, Sunny is an even, Vi is an odd, Magpie is an even, Beck is an odd, Star is an even, and Low is an odd. Oh, Magpie is coming with their little Wyvern too. And then on this side, Wilma is an odd, Fed even, Kit odd, Cherry even, Toilet odd, May even, and Jenny odd. So in this case, if you are an odd, you are going to do your orbit to the left on the first go. And if you are an even, you will orbit to the right on the second go. So because we have 2 modifiers here, okay, no worries, Star. Because we have 2 modifiers here, orbit is a walk curl followed by a kick. Yeah, so if you're an odd, the first go is yours. You're going to orbit left on that first go, and you're going to ignore the second go. The second go is not for you. You do not hear it. You say goodbye. You can say goodbye, Felicia, to the second go. If you're an even, you're going to orbit to the right on the second go, and then you ignore the first go. First go is not for you. Alright. If you're ready to try this move, go ahead, pivot, and face the center line. Alrighty, let's pivot back. I don't remember which side Star was on. I won't change your odds and evens. So whatever your odds and evens were, just keep those.
Star was on the underline. The cat's line.
Okay. Yes, it's a wave orbit thread. Yeah, a thread wave, yeah. And you're just using orbit instead of a curl. Because I think usually people use curls when they're first trying to learn this. Yeah. Okay, let's just try to see what happens. Again, if you make mistakes, that's totally fine. Cherry, do you need an extra explanation, or are you ready to try? Okay, beautiful. Okay, let's trot into that NTT. Free, go. And we're going to do this wave orbit thread, set. So just odds, free, go. and then just evens, pre, go. A, and then find your NTT again. Beautiful. All right, let's do that one more time. One more time. So again, if you're an odd, you do your orbit to the left on the first go. If you're even, you do your orbit to the right on the second go. Alrighty, and let's do that wave orbit thread. Odds only, pre, go. And evens only, pre, go. Nice. And then find NTT with the person who was in front of you. Good. Nicely done. Alrighty, now we get to do even more modifiers. Yuppie! Alright, get ready for a halt coming up. And let's halt it. 3, go. Alright, more modifiers. So we've just done the modifiers that we use in our deckhands, which is our beginner group. Now we're going to get into the modifiers that we use with our cadets, which is our intermediate group. We're going to start with rhythm. Rhythm. Yeah, no worries. I'll just pop back in when you've returned. You can pop back in behind Beck. Alright, we're going to start with rhythm. What is rhythm? You can think of rhythm as you're doing a cha-cha real smooth. You're taking the gate from one of our gated curls like I curl, B curl, orbit, star curl, or triple curl, and you're applying those gates to another move. So we're going to do a little triple rhythm combo. I can type triple rhythm combo. Yeah, the classic, yes. So what does this mean? It means that we're taking the gates from our triple curl, walk, trot, canter, and we're sticking them on combo as a move. So what's important when you're applying the rhythm modifier is that the amount of gates that are in the original curl that you're stealing them from match up to the amount of sections of the move that you're applying them to. So a triple curl has 3 gates and a combo has 3 sections, so that works. You got 3 gates for 3 sections. You could also, for example, do a B rhythm dodge. B curl has 2 gates and a dodge has 2 parts or 2 sections, so 2 on 2, that works. We're going to do a triple rhythm combo. So what that's going to look like, let's do it inwards because I think that'll look pretty. So you're going to do it towards the center line. So if you're in cat's line, you're going to do a little walk curl over right into a trot curl left into a canter curl right. And you'll end up slightly off your starting line because of the diameters of your walk curl over and canter curl over are different. We'll scoot you over a little bit. If you are in wheels line, you're going to do a little walk curl over left into a trot curl right into a canter curl. Alrighty. Okay, if you're ready to try this move, you can go ahead, pivot, and face the center line. Cherry, yeah. So we're doing this move in, so towards the center line. So you're taking the gates of a triple curl and you're applying it to the move combo. So combo is a curl over into a curl over back to like your original spot. Yeah. So in your case, you're going to be doing a walk curl over towards the center line. Then you'll keep doing your little trot curl towards the center line. And then you'll do a canter curl over back towards Ewall or Edward. Does that make sense? Okay, beautiful. Again, no worries if we get a little confused in the middle. The first time you apply a new modifier, your brain goes, huh? Okay, let's pivot back towards A and try this out. This triple rhythm combo going inwards, so towards the center line. So cat's line will start to the right and wheels line will start to the left. Okay, let's try it. So let's trot into that NTT, pre, go. And we're going to do this triple rhythm combo in towards the center line. Triple rhythm combo inwards, pre, go. As soon as your saddle is straight, change your gait. Good. Yes. Good. And then just find NTT with the person who was in front of you. Very nice. Beautiful. All right. You guys can cut down your quarter lines again, please, leads. Cut down your quarter lines. Alrighty. I think we can squeeze in one more modifier before the end of the hour. Oh, one more. Alright, and let's halt set, pre-go. Alright, next. Okay, I'll ask you guys, what do you want to do? Do we want to do, okay, if you want to do the switch modifier, you can pivot and face B. So switch, face B, revolve, face E, and then snap, face A. Oh, it wouldn't let me type that up. Okay, again, if you want to do the switch modifier, face B. If you want to do the revolve modifier, face E. If you want to do the snap modifier, face A. Okay. Okay, I think it looks like most people want to do revolve. Is that correct? Jenny is not selecting. Okay, I think most people want to do revolve. Is that right? Yes. Okay. Let's pivot back and face C. Let's pivot back and face C. All right. We're going to switch to B. Well, no, we can keep NTT for this, actually. We're going to keep NTT. Alrighty. So previously, if you have learned revolves, most of the time, the basic revolves that you learn are a curl revolve or a full revolve. Okay, no worries, Elena. I hope you feel better soon. Like a curl revolve or full revolve, where you just curl towards your partner as you're approaching them. A half revolve, which is a curl over towards your partner. But you can just take the concept of revolve, which is do this move towards your partner, and you can use anything. So we're gonna do. Let's do a fortune revolve. So we're gonna do a canter fortune revolve. Thank you, Jenny, for switching lines again for hippity hoppiting. What does this mean? So I'm just gonna call a comb in. So you're gonna comb in towards the other line. We're gonna switch towards being NT2, actually. Let's do that. So what that means is we're gonna merge into one line, we're gonna get into a waterfall, and then that will put us in the right situation. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna comb in towards the other line, and then when I call that fortune revolve set, you are going to then do a canter curl towards your partner, and then a canter keyhole in the opposite direction. Okay. All right. So let's trot into NTT, and then we're going to merge down the center line. And then we're going to make a waterfall from there. If you guys need to leave, that's totally fine. I know we're at the hour. So let's trot, set, free, go. And we're going to go in at the wall. We're going to merge down the center line. So what we'll do is we'll have cat, and then I'll tell you guys your order. So it's going to be cat, and then Wilma, and then Sunny, and then Feb, and then Vi, and then Kit, and then Magpie, and then Cherry, and then Beck, and then Toilet, and then Jenny, and then May. Yeah, so take your walk shards as needed. So NTT. All right. Yeah, Terry, just keep walking so you're behind Bring Gary House. Yeah. All right, we're gonna do a little waterfall at wall, except I'm gonna have you guys cut down your Y tiers. So Cat will go left, Wilma will go right, Sunny will go left, Feb will go right, Vi will go left, Kit will go right, Magpie will go left, Cherry will go right, Beck will go left, Toilet will go right, Jenny will go left, and May will go right. All right, we're in a waterfall or a split belt. Okay, and get ready for a little alt set, free, go. All right. So right now we're in a split belt. Let's just make sure our gap windows make. So Cherry, you should be in between Magpie and Beck about here. You want to back up where I am? Yep. Feb, if you just want to back up the tiniest bit, a bit here, and yep, we'll take that. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have everybody pivot and face the center line. Pivot and face the center line. And I'm going to give you guys your partners. All right. So Wheel is partners with Cat. Sunny is partners with Feb. Kit with Vi. Magpie with Cherry. Toilet with Beck. Toilet, are you alive? Toilet, are you alive? Okay, beautiful. And then Jenny and May. So what's going to happen? Maybe we'll just start from this position since we're facing each other. No, you're okay, May. Kit, actually, if you just want to scooch over the tiniest bit so you're not too close to Vi across. Yeah. So what's going to happen? I'm just going to call a Magpie. Cherry is right here. Can you not see Cherry? Lady Cherry song? Okay, Cherry, do you have Rin Greyhearth on your ignore list? Or Magpie, do you have Lady Cherry song on your ignore list? I'll type it in the chat. And then Magpie, maybe Cherry on yours, potentially. Okay, beautiful. You guys can see each other now? Thanks for catching that. That would have been a little funny if you can see your partner. Okay, so Cherry and Magpie, you two are partners. So I'm just gonna call, let's do it, we'll go at the walk so we have time to think about what we're doing. So you're just gonna walk towards your partner, and then when you hear that canter fortune revolve, you're going to canter curl towards them. And then as soon as your saddle is straight, you're gonna keyhole away. All right. So if you're currently closer to E or Edward, at the end of this move, you're going to end up traveling towards Seawall. If you're currently closer to B, to Bernard, at the end of this move, you will end up traveling towards A wall. That's the fun of keyholes. Make us go different directions when we do some sort of keyhole revolve. All right. Okay. If you're ready to try this move, go ahead and pop into Global Store. So you can hit your K key or you can click on the global icon in the bottom right. Got a question, let me know. All right, let's come out of Global and try it. Again, no worries if we get a little confused. So I'm just going to call a little walk set. You're going to walk towards your partner. And then when you hear that canter fortune revolve, if you're closer to E, Edward, you're going to curl left into a keyhole right. If you're closer to B, you are going to also curl left into a keyhole right. Yippee, going towards your partner. All right, let's try it. So let's walk, set, free, go. And we're going to do this canter fortune revolve, free, go. Canter curl towards your partner. Yippee, and then keyhole the opposite direction. Yes, beautiful. Very nice. All right, and let's halt, set, free, go. All right, let's reset to the dots we started from. Let's do that one more time. I'm going to call that go a little earlier so we have a stronger revolve effect. If you remember which dot you were on, or the dot you were close to. All right, perfect. Yes, we got our partners. Sherry, if you just want to scooch a little bit so you're a little closer to Magpie, about like here. Yeah, beautiful. All right, very good. And then Kit, if you just want to move a little bit over, because the canter is quite large in terms of its diameter, just so you and Vi don't have death. Yes, very good. Okay, let's try that again. I'm going to call a little walkie walk. And then that canter fortune revolve a little earlier. Let's walk, set, pre, go, and canter fortune revolve, pre, go. Yeah, beautiful. Very nice. Where'd you guys go? Unique, stunning, talented, put in the blender. All that good stuff. All right. And let's halt, set, pre, go. Alrighty. Okay, I don't want to keep you guys too long. Oh yeah, toilet's ready to Barbie boot. Okay, if you have anything pink or any like bright neon color, feel free to change into that, and we're gonna play some
I just
soundboards.
got jump scared.
We're gonna play some soundboards
Oh
to let
my.
out all our energy at the end of the night. I'll just give you guys look forward to the Buccaneer Buddies lesson with Toilet tomorrow because you guys will be learning some modifiers there too, 𝐻𝐻 and 𝐷𝐐𝑡r. So look forward to that. All right, I'm gonna play some soundboards. So if you don't want to blow out your ears, feel free to turn that down. I'll give you 5 seconds before I start playing them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Mr. 305. Yeah, done that. Great. It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. Put the hours it take, what's ours?
It's time, please.
And then we don't have the soundboard anymore.
Hey, sexy lady.
Oh, but Gangnam Style.
Oh, great heavens. Oh, great heavens.
Oh, great heavens. Yippee! Oh, and not the first soundboard. Very nice. Okay. Good job, everybody. Hopefully your brains are happy with all this new information. Yippee! Have a lovely rest of your evening.
Good night, cookies.
Good night, good night. Thank you for coming. Y'all did amazing.